Hi, good evening, everyone. Back to the channel. Welcome back to the channel. So I'm here for an encore today. So I had LASIK today. It went really well. I see much better. Little haze, but it's going to go away within a short period of time. So what I want to do, I'd like to do a Discord live, and we're going to allow people to participate, of course. And we'll just go over the week's market performance, trades, dividends, and things like that. So to start off with, so I am live in Discord. Um, I am now. I have the chat live here, so anybody that wants to join is welcome to join in. Um, Let me do this here. Hi, who joined?
Hi, can you hear me?
Oh yeah, hey Andre, how's it going?
Fantastic, man. Just doing some ironing right now.
Oh cool. Yeah, like I said, I had my LASIK surgery today, so I didn't think I'd be back on today, but I'm back on. It's
How did that go?
really
Does
good.
it hurt?
No, there's a little bit of like dryness and stuff like that, and I can feel like what they did, but I wouldn't say it hurts. I'm actually doing really well. They said it would be dry like wearing contacts, but honestly, so far it's better than wearing contacts. But anyway, so I was going to go over a few things here. Obviously have a new hater. Um, and apparently he got screenshots of me Googling like the Black-Scholes ratio, Sharpe ratio, and stuff like that. And the reason I know some of you aren't going to believe me, but the reason I did that is because I wanted a good screenshot from what I
Hmm.
put here. So like I was Googling it so that I could actually get, because I have textbooks. I still have pretty much all my textbooks from my finance program in school.
Hmm.
So on the screen here, I took a screen snippet of the formula. That was the only reason why I Googled it. So he caught me, and he's quite nasty about it.
What
But yeah,
what is that used for? Like, what do you need that for?
options pricing.
Like,
So basically,
okay.
C in the formula is your option price, and so you can back solve because you already have that. When you're looking at options, and it's the
Mm.
components of options pricing.
Do you need that to be a successful options trader?
No, I wouldn't say so at all. Um,
Oh, like super cute.
it's helpful
Yeah,
to
I like
know. And they teach it in school. Just like the Sharpe ratio, just like the CAPM. Um, Also,
that. I mean,
different methods of cash flow valuation and things like that. Those are all things that they teach. So, but some of
I
these
mean,
things, if they're not in front of you all the time, you're gonna forget them. You're not gonna, unless you're taking the CFA exam, you're not gonna necessarily remember these cold. One day I would like to take the CFA, actually.
to me, it's like all these licenses. I've never, in my opinion, I've never seen any real reason to take it. If you're a successful trader and you're profitable and your system works,
Yeah,
why mess with something? That's why to me, like when I meet people who are like they're over, how do I say this? They're overly educated, overly qualified, and still work like a 9 to 5 job.
right.
And
Or
the
you
stuff
see
that they
people,
do
you
doesn't really.
right, or you see people that are like super educated and they're not that good at trading or executing.
Yeah, I'm like, to me, I'm like, I rather just trade and just figure it out, and then from there, I mean, there's some things to study, but unless I'm automating the strategy, I don't see much reason to use other people's formulas.
Right.
But I
I
mean,
mean,
I don't know.
it's certainly good to know. Like, I'm not going to say that it's not, but like some people think a pop quiz during a video and you don't answer a comment means you're like, you know, an idiot or something, I guess.
I mean, I mean, I just feel like why? I mean, if you've been options trading for how many years?
I've been options trading since like 2020
Have you used that on a daily? I mean, apparently I've been using it on daily. It's like, when's the last time you effectively used that formula?
in class in my finance program.
So most likely it's not really relevant to any of your portfolio.
Like I had to know this to pass my course, but since then
Uh,
I haven't used it. Yeah, never on any options trade have I used it.
yeah, I would see no real reason to even mention it because like for me, I'm like, I mean, I'm not an options trader. I'm a forex trader. If someone gave me a forex term that I didn't know, I'm like, I don't know what the fuck that is. Can you just explain it? And oh, okay, that's what it is. I'm like, I don't use that.
Uh-huh.
I don't.
Right.
I mean, there's more than one way to the top of the hill.
True, true.
Yeah, but I don't know. The haters are good. I tell people, like, I get them all the time,
Hmm.
especially with in the finance sphere. I mean,
Yeah,
we both have seen what happens to haters. We
right.
we outlast them.
Oh, I know, and I mean that's what I plan to do too. But I just can't figure out like when I've been polite, I've answered questions, I've been transparent. Like this one guy, he compared me to Matt from Kumir's community, and I don't see that. Like, do I like in your opinion? Like you've known me a while. Do I profess that like I'm an expert in all of this stuff, or do I like come
I
across
don't
that
know
way?
anyone. No, no, not at
So
all. I think this is
so
a person who utilizes it.
the reason, and I'm not an expert, I'll say that, but like the reason I'm on here is because I feel like I've had financial success in my personal life, and I know enough to where I can show my journey and help other people that may not know as much.
Yeah,
Finance, it's something that just it comes naturally to me. It's like, I'm not saying it to brag or anything, but it just numbers and investing and making money. It's something that comes natural to me. It doesn't come natural to everybody. So that's why I said, you know what, like let me get on here because I've seen so many other channels come on here. Like when I first found like, Graham Stephan or like Meet Kevin or those guys, I'm like, feel like I could do this too, you know? Because I started looking up
yeah.
videos on here too. So that's all
I
I'm
think we
trying to
both
do.
start.
Like I'm not on here claiming I'm like the greatest or, the best expert and all this stuff. But
Mm,
yeah, go ahead.
I agree. I mean, I don't. I just said like the journey is the best part. Learning new things is once you're an expert or like the best,
Hmm.
then it's kind of like the like you're not learning and having fun with it. That's why something YouTube is fun for me.
Yeah.
Like I love doing this stuff, making
Uh-huh.
videos and clowning on people, drama. I mean, I wish like one of the retards in his group wanna fucking have a beef. Make my day.
Whose group?
Any group, it doesn't matter to me. I
Oh.
internet beef to me is so childish at the same time. Like all these guys like saying all this crap. I'm like, you're not gonna throw hands. We're not gonna fight. Half you guys are like overly weight, not to be mean, but if you want to fight anytime, I won't even deny it. It's not a big deal. But
Hmm.
like, if you want YouTube drama, I tell people any day, I'll drama with anybody because it's just easy clout, easy fun entertainment.
Right. So since you've been a channel basically where you kind of go after other scammers and stuff like that, have you found that any of them are coming after you and to counter?
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. They actually made videos about me, and I told them like, okay, I don't sell anything. Even if I did sell anything, I can verify it.
Right.
And
Yeah, thank
to be
you.
honest
I
with
don't
you,
I don't sell courses
yeah,
either. I never sell a course, and if I ever did, it would be very reasonably priced, no higher than $50.
yeah, I mean, the price to me is never the big concern, unless it's like like extreme, like tens to fifteens of thousands. But like if someone's selling a $300 course and they have verification, it's like, hey, I'm actually verified. You can see my P&L, see my broker statements. It's all legit. Then
Hmm.
I never actually complain. I'm like, that's cool. It's like Trader Nick. Trader Nick, he trades on Robinhood. I think his P&L on his Robinhood's like 9 years, like 9 years straight up,
Oh wow.
right? So if you have a 9 year track record that's worth millions of dollars, why not buy his course? He has
Yeah.
evidence that he's. I mean, there's no demo account on Robinhood, not that
Hmm.
I'm aware of.
Yeah.
And if someone's winning that good, it's not bad to learn from them.
Hmm. So the argument here, so I'm
That's why I told
showing
you
oh, go ahead, sorry.
that. I think that if you sold something and got into that business, I think it would help out a lot more people
Got
because
into
your
got into
time
what?
is valuable.
Got into what business?
If you got into selling of anything, I think it would definitely benefit your time because your time is extremely valuable. And even based on your videos, I mean, we're in two different finances space, and I watch your content and I still learn something. That's why I always watch your retirement videos and your 401k videos. Those are my favorite. Those actually
So,
I prefer.
it's funny because I didn't show that today and I didn't even cover this, but today I moved over that 401k. Um,
Hmm.
my biggest one from my first job. I just moved it over today. So I basically cashed the two biggest checks of my life and moved them over. And it's funny you mentioned that because I didn't even say that. But that, like you say, those 401k videos are very valuable. Um,
Yeah, I mean,
yeah.
it's like it's kind of weird on YouTube. My favorite videos are talking about like precious metals and economy.
Hmm.
They don't do so well on YouTube. I think
Yeah.
we both know that. Like the things that we like, don't do good on YouTube.
Yeah.
So we have to cater to the audience in some sense, because we're entertainers at the same time.
I actually
So
have them up here. I'm holding them in my hand.
oh, I can't see right now. I'm currently ironing some clothes, so because we're
Oh
going
yeah.
out.
Yeah, yeah. No, I'm not just trying to show you. I was just showing them to the audience. I also showed two of my degrees today.
I
But
mean,
anyway,
that's amazing.
yeah. No,
Like
like I say,
I just I just
like whatever I do, these options trades and all that, I do this with no more than 10% of my net worth. So I'm not like betting the farm here.
Yeah, and that's a good thing. Like when I meet other people and they're trying to get into investing, and I told them like investing should be a small allocation in your portfolio. They're like,
Hmm.
what do you mean? Well, you need something for long term part of your portfolio. You need some risky stuff part of your portfolio, probably 5-10%. Then you need some hard assets, preferably gold, silver. Look at real estate, property. Build a entire collection, kind of like Pokemon, cards, having one of every color. So if something bad happens, part of the portfolio goes down, well, the other one goes up. So
Yeah.
you can either net a positive. Like
Hmm.
I wish people would learn that before becoming an expert trader.
Yeah. Since I accidentally showed my Google search history here, so here's something I searched for. Texas Roadhouse. I'll close that out.
Texas Roadhouse is so fucking good.
Yeah, I just went there for
No,
dinner
I mean,
actually. That was like a reward for getting through the surgery and all that. It wasn't hard. So
that's
pay the pipers on here. He's asking me how it went. Really well, actually. There was a little bit of like numbness and pain,
here.
but once that was all done, I'm
Your
seeing
white
great.
T-shirt.
Once the haze is
The other
gone,
one.
like it's gonna be great.
Here you go.
But anyway,
Fully.
I know you got to sign
Give
off.
me a
So
second, man.
yeah. Oh, okay. Yeah.
Oh, oh no, I'm just cleaning up the stuff right now. We're going to the casino and stuff to
Oh,
chill.
nice. Yeah. Yeah. No, have fun for sure.
Another thing that I wish people would see the content on, because like I know you're an options and dividend channel, but uh, to me, in my opinion, the economic value you get from the other type of content you create
Uh-huh.
is so much better, in my opinion. I absolutely love when people talk about economics. I'm like, bro, I could sit here all day.
Well, and
It can be boring as hell.
oh,
I
I could
love it.
do that. I could do that too. It just if you're looking at YouTube like a business, it doesn't get the
Yeah,
views. That's the thing. And
100% agree,
I'm
man.
not saying that to be cynical or to be a grifter or anything. I'm just saying like if you're doing this, it's like anything you spend your time on, you want to do it to its full effect, right?
Hmm.
So,
Agree. Like
mhm,
I try to mix it in. Like I try to mix in economics a little bit.
mhm,
I tell people like this, like you don't need to be a pro trader to see that the S&P 500 has been rallying since what? The '07 crash, pretty
mhm.
much.
Yeah,
Like one way up.
right.
And like I tell people like being a trader is like statistically a very low percentage can make money year over year. Like we're
Now
talking about like what? Maybe 5%?
I'm googling S&P returns by year, so that means I don't know, right? That means by default. I'm kidding. No,
Yeah, I
I'm
mean I don't know top of my head.
just because I want to show the audience. Like so
Yeah,
historical
like I
S&P
don't know that
returns.
from.
Right, right. But if you look, yeah, every like 3 to 5 years we have a big like down year. So we had so the last out of the and I did a video on this at the end of last year. Out of the last 15 years, we only had 4 down years. So it was '08. Wait a minute. It was yeah, obviously '08, 2015, 2018, and then 2022. Since then, we've
Yeah,
had 3 great
I
years. We
mean
had 24%, 23%, and then we're up slightly this year.
And like, and then if I had to verify that, like, people like, why did the markets go up? I will say greatly due to the Federal Reserve massively printing.
Right,
Look at their balance sheet, and then this is where the audience goes ghost. They're like, what the hell is he talking about,
right.
bro? If you knew how the Federal Reserve worked, not trading, investing long term becomes easier,
Yeah, exactly. No,
so
100%.
much easier. The
100%.
Fed, yeah,
And the
but I
majority
mean,
of
I
my
understand
oh,
the.
yeah, sorry.
Oh, go ahead.
No, just the majority of
Nah,
my
we have a slight delay.
oh, I see. Yeah, no, the majority of my portfolio, of course, is index investing.
Mm. Actually, while you're here, I want to get your thoughts on this investment.
Yeah.
So my personal investments, I never share with anybody unless I know them personally. So here, let me show you this right here, real quick, okay? So I'm thinking about investing into this new type of sports company.
Uh-huh.
and we're talking about like 30, 40,000. Here, give me a second. Let me see what your thoughts are on it. Would you invest in this into this type of technology?
Where are you
Give me a
posting it at?
second. It's crazy. I'm about to send it to you in the Discord group. I'm just getting the link right now. So
Oh,
for part
okay.
of my portfolio, it has to be private investment. So
Hmm.
I bought into a vegan fast food restaurant. I have to buy into something that's private, that's non-market related. I'm forced to.
Oh, you did say
Give me a
that.
second. Yeah, that was one of my best investments. I got 6% per year.
Hmm.
6% here. Here, give me a second. What do you want me to send it to you, if you don't mind?
Yeah, you can just post it in
Uh,
Discord if you want.
okay, I put it into your general chat. So, uh, THB. So this type of technology is one of my favorite things. I love tech companies. Not like an Elon Musk tech company. It has to be private though,
Hmm.
because so I can actually email them and have a conversation with them. I love that shit, dude. You send like uh, emails and have conversations about buying into private companies or loaning them money. It's one of my
Hmm.
favorites.
This is
Yeah.
the video.
So I sent it to your group. Yeah, it's on
Personal hover
Instagram.
bike that
All right, I'm gonna play it.
straight
Not
out of
this
Star
company,
Wars.
but
And believe me,
it,
the company clearly knows
these are
this.
like these hover
Its
motorcycles.
inventor is the
I got like I
Oh,
got a
it's like,
whole like Excel.
yeah,
Oh man,
that's so cool. So this is like what's in Star Wars and Return of the Jedi.
yeah.
Yeah, that's awesome.
I got I got I got different models. I got the cost breakdown, how much I should invest, how much. Oh my god, this is the stuff that I geek out about. So
I
I
would
typically like
buy
when you're investing,
I would buy one of these.
you would
These
buy one.
these these look fun. They're risky because you could crash into something, but
Yeah,
these look
I would agree,
fun.
but that's the best part. Think
Yeah,
about flying across like city to city without like traffic. Oh my gosh.
right.
Now, and then I can show you videos of new sports popping up with these type of bikes, and
Yeah.
that's what I want to get into.
Hmm.
These type of technologies into sports. Oh man, especially if I'm a pioneer, one of the first people to invest into these companies. Ooh
Yeah.
man, give me a second. But yeah, well, what other investment are you looking at? How's your cafe going?
Oh, we had a location plan, but it fell through because after we submitted or signed a lease agreement, the guy used it to make another deal, so he was kind of an asshole about it. But we're still back to square one picking a location.
I mean, progress is progress, man.
Yeah.
Badass.
Yep.
All right, but yeah,
But
man, I gotta sign off. I'll see
okay.
you guys later.
Yeah, sounds good. Thanks for joining. All right, take care. Bye.
Yeah, thanks, man.
Yep.
Let's see. How do I exit? THB.
All right, everyone. So we'll continue with the video here. So let me read some comments here. So we've got Richard King, we've got Keith Allen. So let's see. He says Chris Cole's Artemis Capital Dragon portfolio, 20% gold, 20% long equity, 20% low risk, long duration bonds, 20% commodity trend, and 20% long volatility. That's interesting. So you're talking gold, long equity, low risk, long bonds. I just don't like bonds though. That's the thing. Keith Allen says sold calls at the high yesterday at VDL, $64. 64, you went further out of the money than I did. I went 60. Did you see what I took in premium though? It was quite phenomenal. Let me do this real quick here. I'll just show you guys. I should have logged on earlier. Let's see who we've got. Hey,
What's up,
welcome.
coach?
Hey, how's it going? Long time no talk. So I think I was just reading your comment actually.
Oh, shit.
So if we go look, oh, you know what? Is the live stream picking up? I don't know if the live stream's actually picking up the audio output. Damn. Oh well. Anyway, so I'm going over trades here. And so in the individual account, this is the one I did today. So your comment said 64, so you're bolder than me. Oh, I got an ulti dividend today. Still in that crap.
It's 64, so you're bold.
So even if you get your sound to work, I don't think it's actually picking up the audio output. I'm not sure why. I had to do this before. Let me see if I just remove this real quick. So I need to add a driver. Haven't quite figured this out here. So headset microphone. Can you hear me? Let's see. Headset microphone. Hmm. Oh, I hear you fine. Yeah, but you're probably not hearing yourself on YouTube. I hear you on the Discord, but it's not picking up on the audio. Yeah, this thing's annoying. Every time I unhook my headset. So if you want to just talk to me on Discord, I can talk to you, but it's just not going to pick up in the video. Let's see.
Echoing because I'm watching you on YouTube too.
Oh, I've got you now.
So like it's kind of delayed. Echoing because I'm watching you on YouTube. Okay, now I can hear myself.
Oh, I've got you now. Yeah,
Like kind of delayed. Echoing.
there we go. Dang, so I had
Okay, now I
Andre
can hear
on
myself.
and I lost all his audio. Oh well. Anyway,
There we go. Dang, so I had Andre.
can you mute YouTube on your end? Because I can hear it from your end.
Yeah, but I can't hear you on Discord.
Really?
Yeah, but the problem is I can't hear you on Discord.
Huh. I thought I was fine on there. Let's see here.
Sorry, I had you muted. I didn't hear you.
Oh, that's why. Okay. Well, let's continue with the video.
Sorry, I
So,
had you muted. Oh, that's why. Okay.
all right, let me read your comment here. You said sold calls at the high yesterday, NVDL June 6, $64, $301 gain, $243 rating sold this today, NVDL 48. Yeah, I'm actually getting called away. And then DeHefflump said, appreciate you, coach. Thanks, I appreciate that. Pay the Piper asked, oh, wow, coach can see. Yeah, so I answered that. Richard King said, iron and clothes. What gentleman? Yeah. Oh, so he must have heard, he must have heard the audio then, I guess. And then you said inflation is always and everywhere a monetary problem. Yeah, don't get me started on inflation. Let's see. The other comment says, my advice to friends and family on investing is VU 90% and SGov 10%, the bagpiping Warren Buffett portfolio. Let's look up VU real quick. Oh,
Okay, I
VU is the
put some headphones on so I shouldn't echo.
okay, yeah, you sound better. Okay, VU is the Vanguard S&P 500. So that's basically like the SPY. So up 0.55% year to date, 13% for the last year. And then he says SGov, and I think SGov pays a dividend. So talk to me about your strike price. So $64, you went further out of the money than I did. That's bold. Let's see here. Oh, this
Yeah,
definitely. Uh-huh.
the $64. So I was I've been holding 400 shares of NVDL for a long time.
400 shares. Is that so you like
And then
wheeled in or
yeah,
out of it?
and then when it finally it ran back up when it got close enough to where I could sell calls.
Yeah. Yeah, I sold some calls, so I'm gonna actually get called out of my
Yeah,
NVDL.
and that was the price. I was like, man, let me just get something out. If I get called at 64,
Yeah. I can hear you
yeah, I'll be
fine.
back above break even.
Yeah. So what was your price that you owned it at?
Yeah, it's just this delay because it's not. I can't hear you on Discord, so I have to wait for you to talk on YouTube to hear it.
Oh, really? What was your price that you bought in at?
My cost average is like $63.
Oh, really? Okay. So what kind of a trade did you do then? You sold puts for 64?
But yeah, I've been selling. I've been wheeling NVDL like all last year, and I made about 9,800 in premium. And
Mm,
then when the Liberation Day hit, I
yeah.
got I got assigned, and then I was kind of holding it throughout the whole thing, selling puts still, but getting out,
Yeah.
selling puts and let them expire, and then I would get, let's see, so I did that all through April, March,
Yeah.
and then finally now I'm like, okay, I had it all. I was the worst in. I was down 15K, and then now I'm back like down. I'm down like 4K.
That's what happened to me too. So I was actually at one point, so I went from being way down to I was like 20K in the black, but I'm down to like I think 10K up, but I lost that because I took in premium from covered calls, so I'm getting the shares called away at like $48 today. So I lost like $4 of upside, but I'm gonna be getting. I'm either
Mm.
gonna get back in, or if you see the trade I made today, I'm either gonna realize all of this premium or get back in.
Yeah, I
So this
saw that. It was
trade,
a really good trade.
yeah. So this was nice, and luckily, because I have so much MVDL, I'm able to make this trade in the account. So, like I said, my goal this year is to make full-time options trading income. But anyway,
So I was
so
also wheeling Archer Aviation. It was like a $7, $8 stock.
mhm, let's look that one up.
And that
Archer.
that stock's been pretty good, but it ran up on me to like $12, and then I sold some calls I was trying to get called away at like 12.50 through $13,
Yeah.
and but they ended up expiring, so I got pretty good on it.
Okay. So this one last year went from, oh wow,
So I'm
3.
holding 600 shares of that with
How
like a $7 cost average.
how did you find out about this one?
I just saw it on Reddit. There was a lot of deep dive on it. It's a very speculative. Like they have a cool airplane that could be cool, but it's not. They don't have any cash. They're not profitable yet.
Okay.
So there's no saying whether or not this thing is going to actually be that good. But there's a lot of big names behind it. There's a lot of money into it, and it's like this. It's like an EV tall. I don't know. It could be like an air taxi, and it's electric. But
Okay.
I look at it as more like it could be something in the future, but it's definitely easy. It was definitely easy to wheel for like the last 2 or 3 months because it was just stay between $7 and $8.
Yeah. I'm kind of behind on all the meme stocks. I haven't been following them too much. But yeah, I see this one tripled in value.
Yeah, that another one I have is like Aurora Trucking, Aurora Innovation. That's another one I was wheeling for a little bit.
Did you find that one on Reddit too? Huh, that one's not coming up.
Yeah, well, no, I saw a couple. That one's I live in Houston, so that's like a Houston-based trucking. They're doing a lot of testing here. It's AI.
What's the ticker on it?
And so I've seen the trucks driving around. They look pretty cool, and I'm like, man, this could be something because it's AI-driven trucks, and
What's
they're running from like Houston to Dallas.
okay, what's the ticker on it?
It's AUR.
AUR. Okay. Oh, Aurora Innovation. Let's see. One of the commenters here, Dahafalam, he says, I like Edison Motors. It's not listed yet. Electric logging trucks.
Yeah, they release a lot of cool videos on their YouTube channel too, where they show like the technology and stuff.
Oh, yeah. Let's see this one over 5 years. Okay, it's down a little bit. So it dropped to like $1 and came back to six something. That's cool. Wow, in a year it's
Yeah,
up
my
100.
cost is like $6 on that one, I think, or
Okay.
6.50. I'm
So
down like
you've been wheeling this one too?
I'm down like $180.
Okay. So they're saying hybrid trucks, Edison
Yeah,
Motors.
I was
Oh, it's
wheeling it for about a month now, but I think I made about $500 or $600 in premium.
yeah, cool. How many contracts?
Well, I'm up to 1,000 shares right now on the Aurora.
Oh, okay. So you did like 10 contracts that got exercised? Is that how you got in?
It, I think I had 5 at $7 and 5 at $6 that I got signed.
Okay. Oh, I just realized, so my dividend projections that I was going over, no wonder it said another $200 because
But I've
let's see.
sold calls on it the last 2 weeks in a row.
hmm Oh, we got dividends for Coney today. That's cool. Yeah, I've kind of been going
Then
for
it
the big
expired.
ones. I've been going for the big ones like NVDL. Let's see if this updated.
Oh yeah, bro. When my NVDL gets called away, hopefully it's sometime soon, I get called away, and it'll like clear out all my margin because I have like 20K in margin.
Oh, wow. Would you agree though that the reason you know how to use margin is because you know how to use margin?
Yeah,
I
but
had to say that. The what? The what?
no, that's cool.
Yeah. No, I was just looking over this.
I was
Yeah.
saying the NVDL, I still like it, but I used margin like to buy a shit ton of Neos during the crash.
Oh, Neos. During what, the first 2 months of the year? Oh, the SPYI. This one.
Yeah, all the tariff stuff. Pretty much since April, I was buying SPY at like $43, $44,
Okay.
and QQQI.
hmm
Same with IWMI and IYRI.
hmm
So now I have like almost 700 SPY and or QQQI.
Okay. Cool.
Okay. Oh shit, your mic's finally working.
Oh, is it? I thought it was the whole
I can hear
time.
you. Computer.
What, you can hear me on Discord or on YouTube?
I lost you.
Oh, I feel like my mic's working fine. I don't know. But anyway, I'll show you. So the ones that I got in through wheeling, obviously NVIDIA, AT&T, I bought on my own. But I'm wheeling that one. I'm
For a
probably gonna.
second, I could hear you, and then it went away.
For like AT&T,
Well,
I'm
it's
gonna.
working on there, but it's not coming through on my end.
Yeah. For AT&T, I'm gonna get called away on that one. This one was an option that got exercised on me. High tie, I got a lot of it back. I've been wheeling it, so I got assigned through the wheel on that one, making premium. Chipotle, got that through the wheel. Tesla, I still have 5 shares. Block, this is a YieldMax fund. And then the others, let's see. Some of these are stocks I've held for a while. As far as ETFs, so NVDL, I have all my NVDL because of wheeling. Tesla, I just own on my
Tesla,
own.
yeah.
And then SMCX, I got this one through wheeling as well. Same with MSTU, I own a lot of this one, kind of holding the bag on that one. But I think once MSTR starts coming back, let's look up MSTR by the way, because once that one comes back, I think I'm going to have a really good performance with
Okay,
MSTU.
I think I'm live now. I think I fixed it.
Okay. Was it just
Okay, yeah.
buffering?
Now, no, I was just setting on my Discord. It just had the wrong speakers, I guess, selected.
Oh, okay.
So now it's live. Yeah, I shouldn't have to any more delay.
Oh, cool. Okay.
Okay.
So MSTR is actually up for the year. Interesting. Um, let's see. It's been recovering nicely since really mid-April is when everything bottomed out. So MSTR was back up to 400 and something. Let me look up MSTU because I know it was recovering. It's a 2x leverage ETF. So we were as high, and I was wheeling the shit out of this one, but it got as high as 20, 25.67
That's good.
for the year. Yeah, I was making some juicy premiums on this one because if this is one, we'll do an example here. If you have a lot of shares of this one's like an easy one to wheel. So if we go to trade, we'll just do an example here. So let's see, MSTU, one of my favorite ones here. So MSTU, I was surprised that trade executed today too. So if I wanted to get into this at say like $10, say 10 of them, which is out of the money, but it could easily, because it's so leveraged, it could easily hit that within like a week or so. If I go out, I may even do more of these too. If I go to like September, oh, that's not that much actually. Hmm.
I like it. It's got a nice low ticker price. You
Yeah.
don't have to come out like that's the issue with NVDL. It's like the ticker price is so high. You're like, fuck, man. Every time you get a sign, it's like 5 grand
Yeah, I know.
for every.
Well, I've just gotten to the point I've got to sign such big chunks of it. I just keep on wheeling it.
Yeah, yeah.
Dang, the premium on this one isn't that great. So let's see, if I was to go out June 27th, that's 2000. It's weird how it changes like from week to week, like it drops by 1,000 there. So it's actually, even though you have more time value, it stays the same. Oh, there's a wide spread on it, it looks like. So I would go, dang, I would want to take in a lot more.
Yeah, I have I mean I like NVDL a lot. I've been wheeling that. I mean, because even like during the crash, I would just constantly sell puts.
Yeah.
And then because you could kind of find the bottom, and like the bottom was like 52 for a long time, and then I would just sell puts every week at 52. And then if it got close, I would just roll it, and it was easy to roll. And I
Hmm.
actually finally let that my $52 puts expire today. Well, no, I actually ended up buying them back at like $19, some ridiculously low price because it ran up so much yesterday, and then it came crashing down today. But it came close. But I guess there was so much time value ran off that it was cheap to close them out.
Oh, okay. Nice. Trying to find my, so here's an MSTU. I made all of this one. This was an $11 call. Let me go back here. I hear an echo now. So MSTU, I'm gonna look at this one. MSTU. Let's see. There's, oh, I sold and bought it back, so I made 86 there. I tend to do this a lot, sell and buy back. So I can probably just sort these by ticker, group all the money I've made by ETF, basically. Um, let's see. There's some bad trades in here. Some that were on the books last year. There's Nvidia, all the money wheeling Nvidia. It's funny, I did some calls on Nvidia, got a little greedy, so
Yeah.
like made like 1,200 there. That was just buying some calls. And then that one expired worthless.
Here, I can show you my screen. I can show you my portfolio a little bit.
Okay. I just heard a noise. Hmm. Okay, so let's go down here. So that's Nvidia. TQQQ has been disastrous for me this year. Hasn't worked out. So I kind of just stopped wheeling it. I've actually lost money on TQQQ. There's SMCI. Made some money on SMCI. Here's MSTU. So here's my trades on MSTU. There's, let's see, one, two, three, four of them. Yeah, so made some money there, and then of course got assigned on it. The most money I would say is, oh, there's more SMCX. SMCX, I've had some big trades with SMCX. See that 6,300, 4,500. And then of course NVDL. NVDL by far is going to be my biggest one. I've been wheeling this one a lot. I had some losses too, but of course more gains than losses. There's a lot. Oh, and there's more Nvidia. That's weird. Okay, so Nvidia is right there. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. 12 trades on Nvidia.
Mm.
NVDL, all but one of them was a gain. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Yeah, 9 of them on NVDL, including the biggest one of the year. Now, there's one that I showed the audience yesterday, which I put into this spreadsheet here that I'm sitting on. This is at $80, and I'm sitting on like a $15,000 gain, but I'm gonna be patient and wait for it, to keep going so I can realize all of it. So let's
Yeah,
see.
Yeah, but if I can get my account big enough, then that's what I kind of want to do. Is because like right now I think I'm doing about $300-400 a week in premium,
Yeah.
but it would be nice to get that higher.
Okay. Let me read some
But
comments
if
here. So we've got Mr. Senecola on. DeHeffalump mentioned those tickers. He says he did MSTU wrong. He got bent. Richard King says I'm doing the same with MSTR leverage ETFs. Which ones though? I guess I could Google that. So we learned today if you Google something, it means you don't actually know it, right? Let's see here. MSTR leveraged ETFs. Okay, we've got a Defiance one. Ooh, there's a 3x. I didn't think they could do 3x anymore. How about this? Is this European though? I thought these are ETPs. I think if I'm not mistaken, I've looked at these before. He's saying MSTX. Let's go look at that one. I'm always down to do more MSTR trades. So MSTX, that's Defiant, so it's the 2x. This might be a good one to play around with. Let's do some examples here. So I feel like the channel's becoming more of an options channel than dividends because I think we're making more money on options trading. You can see my trading behavior. I did a ton of trades early in the year and I've slowed down because, I've got to follow pre-clearance rules and stuff now. So anyway, let's go to, so trade options. And then he said MSTX. So we're going to start looking at this one. This is what I like about having a good community like this because we can all bounce ideas off of each other. Okay, so MSTX, put, sell to open. And let's see if we go, let's look at the chart over here really quick. So at one time we were at, wow, $171. These leverage ETFs, if you catch them right, it's like catching dynamite. I mean, it can either blow up in your hand or it can blow up into a big return. So let's see year to date.
have you noticed that seems like there is like a decay to them, right? Like
That's
because
what
when
Blake
I was
that's
trying
what
to
Blake
remember.
used to say. So Blake said that like with UPro and some of the others that have been around for a while, but I've never noticed it that significant.
Well, I think you'd have to look at okay, so like when NVDL was last at $70, what was the price at NVDY at the same time, and then compare it to today's price. Like if because I think NVDY, I think it was NVDY was at like 140 and NVDL was at 70, and now it's like NVDY was at not NVDY but Nvidia. The Nvidia stock was at 140, and then now it seems to be like at 60. So it seems like there is a little bit of decay.
Yeah,
I mean, you'd have to
decay.
compare it on the chart.
I'm
I was
actually
trying to
gonna do
figure that
that.
out the other day
So let's
because
see
then you can see what the decay is.
NVDY, and we'll just put in NVIDIA, for example.
Yeah,
Oh, wait a
that'd
minute,
be
there's
good.
other, let's see. We've
Not
got,
the YieldMax shit. The real Nvidia,
right.
NVDA. Yeah.
So apparently, according to my new hater, if you don't pronounce NVIDIA right, and if you don't know every name of every person on the corporate board, then you're not a good investor. So
Hey,
I'm actually going to put in these other ones here. So we've got NVDX. Let's just compare them all while we're at it.
because I was thinking about that. I was like, it's got to be an interesting correlation of like, okay, what does NVDA have to get back to be equal to? Because I used to wheel it at $70. I always thought $70 was the floor. It seemed like for a long time, all before DeepSeek, and then once the DeepSeek came out, that's when everything went to. That's when I kind of lost control of the wheel.
Oh, you think that 70 was like the floor? I see it as the ceiling right now. Actually, I see 80 as the ceiling.
But I was talking about when it was before DeepSeek, before the Chinese AI shit came out. Because
Oh,
before
really?
that, I could wheel. Yeah, it was like a whole 3 month period where I would sell puts at 70 and get called away. Get assigned at 70 and then sell calls and get called away at 72. Sell puts back at 70 and get called away at 74. And it was like week in, week out. It was no problem in doing that.
Oh, I see.
And then they had the DeepSeek thing, and that's when I got stuck holding all these shares at like $63.
Yeah. Okay, so we've got five funds here, including NVIDIA stock. So 1 year, Nvidia stock is the only one positive. NVDX is down, NVDU, NVDY, and NVDL. Um, if we look at this, I tend to do like total return, dividends. NVDY, wait a second, is that the Nvidia? Is that the oh yeah, you're right. We don't want the YieldMax. Yeah, let's take that out. Um, okay. So NVDL, so they're about the same. But what you're saying, at what price does NVDL have to be? Like, what's the gap? If I just compare these two, so let me take these four
Yeah.
out. It actually follows it. Now, this is interesting, what you're saying. You may be onto something here because it kind of lagged behind on the
So it was
downside because of,
January 27th was the deep sea crash.
you know what happened? Because it's a leveraged ETF, it dropped so
Yeah.
much, it's having a hard time recovering from where it dropped. Because you're right, the gap has widened. So ideally, this is a good catch. So NVDL should be outpacing NVIDIA.
Yeah.
It's what,
That's
a
why I'm
one and
kind
a
of like
one and a
looking
half one and a half return.
yeah. Yeah, that's why I'm looking forward to getting called away. I'm like, man, I was trying to get I think by in the next month or two I'll be out of this NVDL position.
Yeah. Well, I'm out of it now, as of today, but I'm gonna be getting back into it most likely.
Yeah. Well, I'll probably look for a different. I mean, I might still wheel it. I don't know. It's a good company. I mean, I'm my portfolio is getting close enough to where I can probably just wheel it, the regular Nvidia instead of the NVDL.
Yeah. Yeah, it is a pretty wide gap between these. So if I just look up NVDL, let's see. So X this one out. So NVDL, so since inception,
Yeah.
let me
Does
add
it
that.
show the actual ticker price in that chart?
Um, I can add it. Now, so over time, it has doubled the return.
Hmm.
I think there's a way
Oh
to
yeah, yeah.
add, if I just do price or something. Maybe if I just do the one, I have to go to like the sticker price. Let's see. Or I mean the
What
ticker
you could
price.
do is open another window and then just do the splits window, two charts side by side
Right.
with just the sticker price with the ticker prices.
hmm I just realized I had too many of these open here. Hold on. Okay. I'll just stick to this for now. Okay, so year to date, it's down 21% year to date. So I see upside to this
Hmm.
over 5 years. If I go like to the maximum, 1,265%. NVIDIA, on the other hand, is slightly up for the year.
Well, we know it's 135 right now, and the NVDL price is 52 ish.
Yeah. So if we go back to when it was, let's see, November, we were at like 148. I thought we hit 150. We came really close to 150. So when we were at 150, NVDL was at like 70.
Yeah.
That's interesting. Yeah, these funds, it's hard to say how they're going to fluctuate.
Hmm.
So back in November, yeah, it was at $85. So that's why I feel like, so if Nvidia gets back to like 150, which it's not far from,
Yeah.
NVDL should be like $30 higher than it is.
What was the peak yesterday when off the good earnings? Because it went up a lot on the earnings. What
Yeah, it
was it?
did.
What did it got above like 141 or 142?
Right. And then NVDL was only up to $58.
Yeah, I got the highest it was at 58.
Yeah,
Yeah.
interesting. Yeah, so it was like $10
Yeah.
higher than what I bought it for.
I got lucky. That's like right when I sold my calls for
Really?
for the 6. $4 strike price, yeah. Because as soon as I sold those calls, it started crashing. I was like, oh shit, I could buy those calls back for like $20 right now,
And what did you
and I
sell?
got paid 300.
What did you sell them for?
Uh, I sold them for I got 302, I think.
Yeah.
I can show if you go to the Discord. I'm sharing my screen with you. You can see my portfolio.
Oh, yeah. Let me do this here. Here we go. Here you are. Nice. Okay, so I see. Yeah, so go ahead.
So like I right here is where's transaction history?
Over there.
Yeah. So then I sold this
So
today.
for
That's my new position
okay.
for some. I sold that as it was crashing below almost to like $50. So I'm almost bottom ticked that one, and then I bought this one back to close it out because I was rolling this one for a couple weeks,
So you
and
sold
then this is
calls at $64.
yeah. So I got 76 cents and then basically 301. But right now I can pretty much buy that back for I think it's pretty cheap. Let's see. Yeah, it's like
So you got
47
four
bucks. It was
you got four options positions. It looks like you're doing well on all of them. So NVDL then high tie, 25 high
yeah,
tie.
I always buy a lot of high tide. I always sell a lot of high tide puts way out.
Hmm.
It's worked out for me a lot. They usually always expire in the money and I usually end up keeping them or I get a sign. Like I got a sign this last time, but I didn't mind because it
Yeah.
was at a low price.
Okay.
Yeah, and then this is my high tide position right here, which is a little beat up because I missed when it was back almost 350, and I was killing it on that.
Oh, that's your biggest holding. So you've got into a lot of that by wheeling?
Yeah, mostly by selling puts.
Okay. You're in
And then
medical.
this is my
You know what you should do? Like
I was
post screenshots of your portfolio in the Discord.
yeah, I will. I did it before a long time ago when I was heavy in the YieldMax.
Okay. You got out of all yield
I got it.
max?
I still have Misty just a little bit right here,
Yeah. That one should come
but
back, I would think.
I think it will. It's just I don't mind it because it's tied to Bitcoin. It's not tied to you know the market, so it's like something outside the market.
Right. Yeah, all in all. Oh, I see. Yeah, NVDL. Yeah, you're down on that one because you got assigned at like a higher price.
Yeah, and then I mean, this was almost to 2000 when it was running up. I'm so close to getting out of this.
Hmm.
And then this is I have all this in margin because I've been buying a lot of the whole crash. I was buying SPY I, QQQI, and this one here.
Okay.
I was buying
Nice.
it. I even bought some of this one NVO because it was so low. I was like, let me buy that up, and then some of this coal company,
Hmm.
and I was increasing my position in MO in Maine. And then this was all options right here. These two companies were all options that I got assigned.
Okay. Yeah, all in all,
How do you
you're
show that little,
show what?
so if I go here, that little heat map that you have, if
Yeah,
I go here,
that should be. You've got to go. You might have a both two account view. So you're gonna want to go. Yeah, just go to one account and then it should show. Yeah, there it is.
uh, this is I sold all my YieldMax right there. That's when I got out of it,
Oh, okay. Yeah, you just
which
decided.
wasn't, yeah, it wasn't too bad because like last year I think I made in 2024. So I made pretty
Nice.
good money in 2024 it was always mostly YieldMax. So
Hmm.
I sold for like a 7K loss. But
Okay.
I think I made all of that, so I was pretty happy with it.
What was your biggest holdings for the dividends there?
I think NVDY
Okay.
was like my biggest one. Yeah, right here. I got up to like 850,
Okay.
and then these are all just the puts that expired. Well, I don't know because if they expired to zero, did they show up here? Or I thought these were usually when you had to buy them back.
So I thought that
Because
at
most
first
of the
too.
time, I'm letting it expire.
I thought that at first too. But if we, yeah, no, they do. They actually do show up. If I go back to my
Uh,
realized gains and losses here, hold on. Yeah, no,
there we go.
even the ones that expire worthless show up as well. It'll just show 0. Let me show an example of one here. Yeah, here we go. Like this NVDL, April 25th. Yeah, expired worthless. So
Okay.
collected all of that one. Let me sort these again here. So it's funny, where you were showing that you sold, I had a period in March where I lost a lot too. Because I sold a bunch of stuff that I wanted to get out of really quick. Like right around here, like March 17th, you'll see like
Yeah, yeah.
everything was like a loss during that period. Even stuff like I sold out a QDTE, I sold out a Biggie, XDTE, FEPI. Yeah, I sold pretty much all of these.
Well, let me let you go, man. My wife's calling me. I gotta get out of here.
Okay.
I'm at work. I gotta head home.
Yeah, yeah, go ahead. Thanks for joining. Yep.
Take it
All right.
easy.
All right, take care. Yep, bye. So anyway, yeah, that's the wheel strategy. Good examples there. And anyway, so that's about all I wanted to cover tonight. I just wanted to do another live stream. And so we had Andre on earlier. We had Mr. Marsh 1022 on. So nice talking to both of them. We'll certainly look into MSTX. And so yeah, I think that's going to do it. So thanks everybody for tuning in. Please remember to like, comment, and subscribe, and join Discord. And we will see you all in the next video. Take care. Have a great night.